do here.
So what was the setup in Wakefield, and what was the opportunity to escape from there?
Well, I didn't escape from Wakefield. I escaped from...
The second one was...
The second one from Manchester Crown Court.
I'm sorry. Oh, Manchester Crown Court. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's go through that. Yeah.
Well, I had to tender a second trial. And the reason why I had to tender a second trial, because I was acquitted of all charges of the first trial. I was acquitted of the murder, because he died from natural causes, a blood clot into his left knee.
Yep.
And I was acquitted of riot. And let me explain about riot. Nobody throughout history, even the mine, has been charged with riot.
Is it inciting a riot? Is that the actual charge?
That's what it is in America.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, over there, you have to be charged collectively for riot, but you can't prove it. So nobody's ever been charged with riot. So what they done, they put me on a further charges. You now conspired to commit riot, and you now conspired to commit grievous bodily harm. But I've just got off with the riot charge.
They've had that conspiracy somewhere else and trying to tell you, do you know
It's
how
nonsense.
you're thinking, innit?
It's nonsense.
I know, yeah.
It's the most adverse political nonsense that the criminal justice system can throw up, but it's the easiest one to get you on.
We got done for conspiracy to lead a criminal syndicate, didn't we?
Yeah, so anyone else's actions then are all part of the conspiracy, so everyone's crimes you're responsible for.
And
So effectively, like joint enterprise.
Yeah.
Our phones was tapped. So I phoned someone. They're also asked a co-defendant. They'll phone someone. They're also asked a co-defendant.
Yeah.
We had people in there and we didn't even know.
Hold
didn't even know,
on.
yeah.
Hold on.
Co-conspirators.
I've just phoned such and such. Is he on it?
Yeah.
Just went out like a spider's web, didn't it?
Yeah. 156 co-defendants we had.
Right.
I knew 6 of them. No, I knew a few more than
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
But it's nonsense. Like I say, I mean, conspiracy charges were brought out originally for the IRA.
Yeah.
But they've gone, well, we can use this.
Well, they should only be able to
Broaden
use
it
it
out.
politically, shouldn't they?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know?
Same as wiretaps. They shouldn't
yes.
be used for the bombers and people like that, not for the average crime.
No. But it's the easiest charge. You get you on no.
Yeah.
Conspiracy. Because there's no charge really to lay. You conspired to commit grievous bodily harm, so your question's going to be, but who have I actually committed GBH against? Can you enlighten me? Can you bring the perpetrators here? I've not done anything to nobody, but...
Show me the evidence that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, but until you do that act,
Yeah.
why are you being charged? There's no criminal offence taking place yet.
It's a thought crime, isn't it?
Of course.
Yeah.
So you're being done for thinking.
Thanks, George Orwell, for that one.
So what happened on the second escape, eventually, I had to attend the second trial, the conspiracy ones. And we had the run of the mill in Manchester Crown Court, down below in the cells.
Yeah.
We wasn't confined to our cells daily. You know, we could wander around, we can come up and down to and fro the courts. And this went on for the full period. And on this particular day, I'm stood in the recess area with something like called as a party, and just talking, generalising on the whole situation. And he's picked up a broomstick, so to speak, brush, and he's playing around, and he's hit the ceiling. And he's sounding hollow.
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah, give us that here. And I've hit it, and it's gone in. Because it's only like plasterboard, plywood, well, plasterboard. It's gone in. So I pushed it right up, like to the hilt of the brush, and I went, that's our way out. I know it. Now, when you stood in the recess, the open doorway, across the way is Crown Court 4. About 4 feet across to it, let's say. The steps leading up to it. Well, this went all the way across the ceiling.
So you go, as you go up there, you're going through, yeah.
So what happened, I said, that's our way. So he's climbed up between the partition walls and toilets, made a hole in it, so not big enough for you can get in. I said, just go from that point to that point and make a little hole. He went across, made a little hole, looked through the glass and seen his finger. I went, yeah, that's our way out. I said, that's our way out. Come back. I said, right. I said, but everybody can't go here. It'd be too obvious.
Yeah.
You know, you have to have like decoys. Got the lads in that were on trial. Said, look, this is a situation. We all can't go. I said, at the end of the day, I know I'm going to get a heavy sentence, blah, 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 blah. I said, you're just going to get light. Take it from me. And they did get light. And I said, but nobody's being forced to stay or go. You have to make that decision yourself. And the ones that said...
You should be the first out there, though.
Well, I wanted to be done equally rather than coercively. You know.
Yeah, but the rest of the lads looking at it from their point of view, they go, look, you've got remorse to do. You know,
absolutely.
You should be out. That's what I'd
say.
You know
but that doesn't dismiss... To me, I like to treat everybody equal.
You give them the choice.
Regardless. You know, because they just have as much as right to me to go through that hole. Yeah. You know, but it worked out sensibly, the arrangement where someone said, no, we'll stay. And hence we all went through the hole at 4 o'clock. Then at 4 o'clock, the reason why I say 4, because that's when the whole court case is finished.
And those ones that stayed, they'll probably get a lighter sentence because they'll probably think, well, the guys was.
Well, they got the lighter sentence for what they were up for anyway.
Yeah.
3, 4s, and 5s.
Oh God.
You know, they didn't get any extra because we've escaped.
Yeah.
The only thing that was laughable about it is that the last man being there, because we were lodging at Central Detention Centre in Manchester for a full week in the cells.
Yeah.
And I must admit that the treatment during the course of that trial there was 10 times better than the prison system.
Was it? Yeah.
Because we were open up there.
Yeah.
The food was good, you know, I must admit. And the first time they come in the morning with the breakfast was on a trolley tray from the cafeteria.
So they take the piss in, aren't they?
Yeah. And because I'm the first one up, done my training or showered, it come through. I went, all right. I went, yeah, give us that here. And I went to the actors and went, want any breakfast, fella? They couldn't, and they're all asleep. Went, right, I'll have some of this. And then it was Nathan Genny woke up. He said, you bastard, it's breakfast. But we all went through. I went through, the all got bigger. Dropped down, the all got bigger. Went through the Crown Court. Crown Court 4 it was. Went through the judge's chamber. Exited. Went through passageways. And he was a gentleman in a suit. Ended up being a Crown Court judge.
Oh, God.
And the question was put to him, excuse me, where's the exit? Workman. And he went, yeah, just go down there, you know. And years ago, no doubt he was having a few gins and tonics after that. Thinking, what have I done here? And what happened, years ago, Crown Square, you had the big brown doors.
Okay, yeah.
And that's the doors we come through to our freedom.
Did you actually open them?
Opened them, the two of them. Bolt, and then just went, boom, the old lot.
There's no shoulder in them,
no. No. Opened then, went down the steps.
Broken shoulder with their big doors, wouldn't it?
So, went down the steps, and it was me, Tony Bush, John. We went our separate way. We went to the canal. And again, you don't really plan anything. It's on the spur of the moment. But you realise you have to get from the point that can bring, you know, like people's attention or curiosity or whatever.
Well, with 6 of you, I mean, I presume he's all from the same area, or he's going different ways?
All different areas, except for John and Tony. They were from Liverpool.
Now, is it easy to break up at that point and everyone go separate ways, or stay?
Yeah, because as soon as the doors opened, they all went boom.
Yeah,
they were off.
No one asked.
Nobody wanted to hang around. It's not like singing, dancing in the centre. Yeah. None of that. Yeah. I ain't got time for that.
Is John Billy Moore's mate?
I think
Big fella.
John Money, yeah.
Yeah, I've met him with Billy Moore.
Yeah, he does a lot of mentoring in Liverpool, John.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love to get, if he watches this, love to get him on. Yeah.
Oh, he's a gentleman.
Yeah.
And
quick question though before you go ahead. When you and your mate, the guy put the stick up and you noticed it was hollow, how many fellas were in there that you then told about your escape plan? And were you so tight with those fellas that you realised that none of them would drop a dime?
Yeah, I trusted him, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I trusted him implicitly.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
Because while we were, in the course of the trial, we were quite rebellious.
Okay.
We were still throwing shit on screws and all that.
Yeah.
Giving them a hard time. The first time that they brought us our meal, this was the first trial, this is what you get a sandwich and a cup of soup. Yeah. So we're not having that. One, we don't want that, and we don't know what you've done with it. And end up throwing it on it, and we barricaded it up down there, so we're not having it. And it was the judge that set the order, said, no, these men get proper food.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, because our point is, why would we let screws make our food, do what they do, and give us our food? We want food that's neutral.
I've seen what they do to nonsense food
Yes.
in prison, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The screws are doing to ours.
So that was the situation.
Everyone was tight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had no qualms with that, you know. And surprisingly enough, when I spoke to one of them many years down the line, Andrew Nelson, he's from Windsor, John, he was one of the last ones to be escorted from the cells to the detention centre above. And as he's cuffed and all that, more left, he said, there's only so many left. And he said, there's only me left. And they go, what you mean? He said, there's only me here. And they thought he was taking the piss. They said, shut up, you idiot, or no words. And eventually when he went down, he said, they're all gone.
So you're right outside right now. Now, what's your new strategy for this escape?
So we're outside, and the first instinct is get away from that area. So we were going to go straight to Liverpool, but the transport that's supposed to meet us there, right? Even though it was on the spur, one of them had one of them. It wasn't there. So I got a bit irate. I said, we can't stand there. I'm going. And we ended up on Manchester Canal, and we're going along, and there was two fellas there. Obviously, we were selling their gear and doing whatever. I said, excuse me, I'm going to be a bit cheeky, and you don't know me, but you will get to know me, right? I said, we need a taxi immediately. We need to get away. And while I'm saying that, and they're interviewing, John, Joe, and Tony.
Yeah.
The helicopter's now above the crown court, bum, bum, bum. It's there. That's how fast they got onto it.
You've not got your lead time this time.
No. And he said, right. So he went, cancelled everything, boom. He said to his mate, go and get a taxi now. Taxi come and said, I appreciate that, thank you very much. I said, my name's Blum, Blum, Blum. And got in a taxi, it took us all the way to Liverpool.
Wow.
Took us all the way to Liverpool.
Guardian angel right there.
Yeah. Well, so he was a godsend, and I was out there just under 20-something days there. Yeah.
And that was moving around safe houses, was it, and stuff?
I was in a couple of safe houses, but I kept going back to this particular one because I felt more safe there.
Yeah.
You know, and don't get me wrong, it's about getting provisions. You need provisions, and eventually ended up moving from Liverpool to Manchester and then going to Ashton-under-Lyne. Ashton-under-Lyne wasn't too bad. So one of my
It's very
old
quiet.
mates from it was quiet, but one of my old mates knew like me weightlifting. He said, I'll take you to the gym. I'll quite gym. I got there and they're all looking at me while I'm pulling. He said, don't get carried away, for God's sake. But he knows what I'm like, and pound away, and they're all like that. What's he doing? Bloody hell.
Yeah.
You know? And as I'm walking out, he was the trainer, the boxing trainer, the old geezer, so to speak, a bloke. He went, much respect for where you train there, fella.
Yeah.
But it was too much attention.
Was it the first or second escape? You was helped by the Noonan crime family?
It was the, let me get that right for you. It was the second escape.
And he's dead now, isn't he, that Noonan?
Yeah.
Which one was that?
That was Damien.
And how come he was in a position to help you then? Did you already have dealings with him from previous?
Yeah, no, certain people know like Damien and all that throughout the years when we were kids.
Yeah.
I didn't hang about with him, just know often because we bumped into each other.
Yeah.
So again, it's like anything else. Criminal fraternity, especially local, carry that affinity.
Yeah.
And if they're in a position to help, they'll help because it's like, I won't say it's pride for them. That'd be the wrong word to use. It's like we're assisting somebody who we know on our side and fuck to them.
Yeah.
Sadly, that's old school, though. The ones nowadays aren't like that.
No. I mean, from my understanding now, there's too much like...
They'll just snitch to get
The
off.
snitch, yeah, correct. Yeah,
So,
correct. And that's the
there
problem.
ain't no honour.
No. Amongst this day and age, really, in that respect.
No.
So, yeah, he met me at the cinema showcase in Liverpool. The smallest car I've ever seen in my life. Little turbo, whatever. So I've got to get in it. He's got his wife in it. He's got his kids in it. He's in it. right? There's Tony and there's me. We're all like that. I said, you could have brought something a bit more bigger than this, mate. You know. But as soon as he got out of the car to meet me, he picked me up and swinging me around and said, put me down, for God's sake.
He's all big lads anyway. You probably make a limo look small.